You're listening to Gas Digital Best of the Week.
All right, so now the first time I'm ever doing cocaine in my life will be off of Ryan Keeley's butt.
Oh, that's awesome. She's got
Ryan, you did a stint in
Ryan, I
Rikers.
jerked off
Why
to
don't
your
you
ass
show us
the
how to
other
do
day.
this?
I swear to God, and I never jerk
Thank
off to
you.
Yeah.
And by the way,
I was
the
like,
milk powder will not
damn,
be on
Ryan got
camera
thick
for
when he
those of you
jerked
that
off
want
to
to
her.
try
I did
some
get
milk
that.
powder also
Yeah.
here.
Good.
I hope
We
it
did get
doesn't
a-
drizzle down and numb your labia minoris. I hate to speak Latin on Coke night, but
If it gets that far, you're definitely doing it wrong.
Hope it doesn't get caught
Okay,
in a
so you
flap.
Now, here's the question,
you
because
wanna
I've
do it
never
off my
done
ass?
this. Yes, we have to do it
Okay.
off your- I just don't. It's just going to be one
I hope you
sniff.
sneeze.
You got to do a line. You got to chop up
Yeah,
a
hold
line.
on.
I don't know. I just if
Hey,
I die on
Jude, can you
camera,
put
guys.
Coke on my ass? Because I can't put Coke on my own ass.
All right.
Yeah, Jude,
And
come
then
on
do we
now.
need like a Scooby
Be a team
thing?
player.
I'm doing it here. All I got.
And also, somebody cut up the
This might
cake for
help.
Jude.
Is that an ice cream cake?
I don't know what it is. It looks like. It says Baskin Robbins.
Are you a dental assistant?
Adorable. Oh
How
my
nice of you, Jude. We
God.
care
Is
about
that
you, buddy.
Jamocha
Are you a
almond
dental
fudge?
hygienist? Why do you have that
No,
tool?
I need to take one of these, I guess, right?
She's doing
So
a
I'm
better
taking a
job cleaning
straw.
her asshole than you, Jay.
Actually, you can do it with just your face. That can work.
Ryan, is your
Okay.
entire ass out?
Yeah, her ass is out. Whoa, whoa, I don't know if the table
idea.
can handle it. I don't know if the table can handle it. Do it. Just face me.
Ralph, are you going to see her butthole, you think?
Probably. This is a good angle for me, everybody. I'm getting her. Her butt is right up next to me.
We gotta crush up this dry.
Ralph, you're about to
milk.
sniff the asshole of America's favorite stepmom. Even more than Sandy
Excuse
Duncan.
me, I'd like to ask you a question.
I put the ass in a system.
All right, so he's. Oh, she's now pressing her ass next
Ladies,
to my
we'll
arm.
handle the funny.
player part.
Ladies, we're going to go ahead. We'll handle the funny.
Who you calling lady?
So now I don't know how much is that a good amount? Is that too? It looks pretty thick.
I'd say not
That
enough.
looks really crunchy.
It looks very thick.
it's like it needs to be.
That looks like it's gonna
That's not
get
as much as Nas did in Belly.
It's true.
I'm a little nervous. I got to be honest.
Why, dude? You were in Crush Groove.
That's true. That's where I
There's
got all my
nothing,
street
dude.
cred.
Prince Marky D used to do more coke than this.
I'm sure he did. Which is.
This is
It looks like it's it needs to be
I
more.
think the ass, why a great idea visually, I think you should just do it off the thing, Ralph. Are you going to...
I just think there's something to be said of the only time I did cocaine is off of a porn star's ass.
You're gonna do more than just one bump, Ralph.
Ryan,
just do the first
Ryan,
bump
if
off
you
the
can
thing.
queef or fart on command,
brought it all the way from Cali. God damn it.
I got
Ryan,
some other Cali shit that's pretty powdery. They think
Oh,
will
we
work.
all got so much
Ryan,
cocaine here.
Ryan, is there any chance you could fart or queef on command?
This is like when Jesus broke out the two loaves of bread
And then
the
there was just
fish,
more bread.
and then just everybody broke it out. It's biblical.
All right, so here it is, guys.
Why am I not allowed to smoke weed in here when this is happening?
Weed smells and stuff, and we have a rule that there's no weed smoke in the studio.
We've
And
smoked
like
weed
I
in
don't
the
get a
studio
contact high off of him doing fucking.
Oh, you're spilling
shit
some
off.
of it.
Are you worried about the contact high? That's what we're worried about. You're pouring
don't
on
want that
Coke on
Do I
your
not
face.
use a straw? Is that what we're saying, or we use a straw?
straw.
You don't want that HOC?
Is that? It seems like a lot. Is that a lot?
That's a lot, Ralph.
Just boss up and
Is
do
it a
it.
lot?
What are you gonna
Oh,
do?
wait,
go
do you
ahead.
have to set up 2 lines for
Let's
each
not have
one-
me
one
on
for each
camera
nostril?
actually doing it. If that's fine.
You're not. You're hidden by our ass,
You
dude.
can be the notary.
Okay, so do I need to hit? I'm gonna ask some stupid questions.
It looks like you're smelling
I'm
the ass of America's
covering
favorite
one
He's
stepmom.
gonna look like
nostril.
Joe Biden after this.
Am I
in that
right?
Debate with the fuck
and
blown
snort it
out
off
eye.
the straw. Yeah,
Okay.
up the
Oh my
straw.
god.
But wait, you have to set the other line up for the other nostril.
Do I need to do 2
No,
lines?
just do half and half. Do
I'll
half
do
and half. That stuff. Taste that.
This is weird.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is the best color commentary ever. This is.
oh.
He just blew. He blew it off her booty. Good job.
Yay!
Let's see. It stings. Oh, I feel it in my throat.
They say it's supposed to be an
It's
immediate
called the
thing,
drip.
dude.
I feel it definitely in my throat. It stings in my nose.
In mine.
Do I feel any super energy? Not yet.
You want to make plans yet?
Not
No,
yet.
he needs to do he needs to wait 5 minutes and then
You
he
ready
doesn't
to
need to
solve
do another
racism?
Commemorative
two.
plates, Ralph. Come on.
Imagine I just start running
idea.
around the studio like
I
a
think your
lunatic.
size, you have to do 2 lines.
Let's give it a minute and see what happens. I think anyone else. I think Fega,
No, dude, you
and-
should be doing chin-ups by now.
anyone else
Right.
that's how about Bobby? You want to see how I feel? That I need a
Dude,
barometer.
why
of
haven't you
comparison.
why haven't you fought Chris yet?
Ryan, did your
Laney?
milk? Did your powdered milk come
Why
from
haven't you
Cali
started a
too?
fucking straight up brawl with Chris yet?
All right.
Let me see how I feel. What I feel is something in the back of my throat, like
Yeah. Cock.
cock. No, it feels like there's something like just sitting in the back of my throat. Does that make sense?
That's the coke.
Well, if it makes you feel better, it's got my fucking.
Chris, you want to do it off my ass?
It's got my tongue numb.
Do you feel anything?
I don't do
you
coke. I'm not. That's.
And how about this?
That's not my thing.
When Chris says he feels something, then I know that if I should have felt her, I need to do more.
I'll do GHB while you guys do
Is that
coke.
really dried
Is
semen?
that GHB really?
Yeah.
Oh, word.
What is? Oh, that. Oh.
Do you have any ketamine right now?
Shannon, right now, wow, we really.
I had
We
to
do have
kick.
ketamine.
Shannon, I'm feeling nothing.
I have some
right now.
crank.
You know it's a problem when you say you had to
Did you really
Egyptian
sniff
weed?
it?
I sniffed it. I feel it in the back of my throat,
Okay.
but I won't say that I am. I don't feel like whoa.
You want to build a shed?
I don't want to do it. I don't feel any difference. I will give it a minute. I just did it.
Ralph, truth be told, tonight after the show, we could probably rewire this whole place.
Yeah. Is there any organizing projects you need done? Like, do you have some closets we can clean out?
Okay.
I bet,
long
Ralph,
does it
if we
take?
take apart that TV, we could figure out how TV works.
That's a good idea.
Am I allowed to do this?
Yeah. Go ahead.
No.
That one looks so much
Yes.
crunchier.
Actually, and like, I think someone that's been around it should be the one that is really like the sommelier of it. You know
Well,
what
she
I mean?
seems to know enough about it.
I'll co-sign that she knows enough
Yeah.
about it without her having to say that she knows enough about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does it pretty well. Seems they did it much.
chunky.
She's fucking
Ooh,
ripping
I
Hollywood.
told you I was trying to bust that shit up.
fucking way too chunky. We need a hot plate. Do we have a microwave
Hot
in
plate.
here?
What are you doing now?
It's because
There's
it's
too much
moist.
moisture in it, and so it's turned into chunks. So you put
Well, to
it
be
on
fair,
like
I
a
gave
hot
that to
plate in
Ralph
the
a
microwave.
month ago.
Who the fuck is Boston George over here? You
knows
guys ever
her
see
shit.
Blow?
She
No one got
knows.
my Blow reference?
I got that shit. Fuck it.
When you rattle by that Puerto Rican snake, they natural born killers, legion of skanks.
I liked hearing within 2 days different times of how long you've been sober. You told people was the funniest thing ever. I think it was like Mike Fenoy was like on something. He was like, he goes, I'm like 4 weeks sober now. And then I think the next thing was like a court hearing they had you, and you go, it's been like 10 days.
Yeah,
at
yeah.
least.
Now, listen, when you're doing a truckload of heroin,
No, for sure.
you don't do math. But the shit I was doing that I survived, I don't know how I did it. I don't know. I was involved, with bad people. Because once heroin
I was going
gets
to say,
in-
who's enabling through that?
well,
Like longtime friends?
Anybody who likes money.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, dealers, is fucking, they'll do anything for cash, and I had a way to make cash, but, I had once you get heroin in the game and dope sickness comes in, you're in withdrawals, it changes everything. You got to it's like not having oxygen every 8 hours. You got to get it somehow. So I would land in a city, I'd have to go to the worst part of fucking St. Louis, Pittsburgh.
And you'd literally just try to find somebody.
I'd have to cop dope because I was afraid to take it on the plane.
Sure.
With all this fucking 9/11 bullshit, they search everything. I mean, that guy's got a bomb. I got some dope. What
And
the
you need
fuck?
a guy. And you need a guy who's gonna like sort of either not know who you are or keep crazy quiet.
Well, sometimes these motherfuckers would I did a lot of crazy shit. I went to a Klan meeting in Indiana
Well, we've all done that.
to get. It's like seeing Springsteen in Jersey.
You gotta go. You gotta go see him the homecoming show.
I needed.
Oh, you got to see the Grand Wizard work the hometown show. Yeah, it's the same set, but he puts a little something on
He's
it.
got a T-shirt gun.
Yeah.
I
Kentucky.
I needed dope. So this guy, I was doing Hammond, Indiana, some casino, and this guy with a shaved head goes, "I can get you dope. You come over to my place. We're all big fans." So I go to his place.
You have to kill a Jew.
And I'm looking around. I'm like, okay, done that. And I said, well, I'll come by, but how are we gonna work this out? He goes, well, come by and meet everybody, and we got some crystal meth with opiates in it, so it'll get you. They call it getting off E, getting off empty. So I'm like, all right. So I go there, and the guy goes, why don't you tell a few jokes in the backyard? I'm looking around. I'm like, I'm at a KKK meeting, and I'm like, so. I'm like, what jokes do you tell at a KKK meeting? So.
Lewis's.
I get up and I did this joke because it's an old joke. I said it's great to be here. A priest and a rabbi are walking down the street. They see a 10-year-old boy. The priest says, "You want to fuck him?" The rabbi goes, "Out of what?"
They carried you up. They put you up on a chair.
And then I said, "Someday the Mexicans are going to outnumber the humans." And then they gave me the drugs. So I got involved with bad people. You lose your soul. You lose your soul. That's the only thing.
But so you would go into like just fucking horrible neighborhoods, like you just
try to
land on a
you'd
plane.
ask you the same way that I would ask for weed on a Friday night right now. You would just go be like, hey, do you know where I can cop some dope?
But everybody's afraid of dope because, you get caught selling to someone. And I would tell all these dealers, I'm like, bro, Google me, man, because, I'm going to bring heat. But there's a lot of money involved. So they would make like a decision, like, all right, I'll take it, because I don't want these guys finding out later and then trying to kill me, you know.
Right.
So I just got involved with a lot of crazy motherfuckers, gang guys and all this shit. And,
What's the crazy situation you find yourself in? Do you know what I mean? I mean, I just like,
right,
I know the weird places I've been for pussy. I couldn't imagine for heroin.
I tell this story. I tell this story in my act now. This is a true fucking story. So I'm in. This is the worst thing that ever happened to me. I was in Cleveland. That's it.
No! Why didn't you change earlier?
No, okay, I'm in Cleveland. I do a show at a theater, sold out show. This is like about 3 years ago. And I'm dope sick. So this kid says to me, this 21-year-old kid says to me, I got a dealer in Akron, Ohio. So I can set you up. I'm like, all right. So I get in the kid's car. He's like a 21-year-old kid. He has like a 82 Fiat. Google Fiat.
Tiny.
It took 4 hours to get to Akron. Rabbits were beating us on the highway. So I get to the dealer's house. And when you buy, anyone here do heroin? Pussies. So I get to the dealer's house, and the kid was a jet black skin black kid. He looked like Don Cheadle's taint.
That's dark.
All right. He had no idea who I was. He wasn't my demographic, put it that way. But when you buy heroin, on the bags of dope, there's names of like famous junkies sometimes. They'll put like Keith Richards on it. So the kid had two types of heroin, Bobby Brown and Artie Lang.
That was a type of heroin?
The type of heroin.
The same way Joe Rogan got his own weed strain? You got a heroin strain?
I had a brand of heroin. So the fucked up thing was, at the gig in Cleveland, on the marquee, my name was spelled wrong. On the heroin, it was spelled perfectly. Jamal remembered the E. So now I'm like freaking out. I'm going, my name is on fucking Poison. Like, I'm going, this is horrible. So the kid is like all impressed by it. He thought it was the coolest thing ever. He says to me, he goes, you've achieved so much, man. I'm like, what, bro? Like, what do you want me to fucking put it on my refrigerator? So he goes, it's Bobby Brown, who's a famous scumbag, and me. I guess I'm a famous scumbag. So the kid says, why don't we try to get free heroin because you're like a celebrity? I go, dude, what is the fucking game plan? The guy doesn't know who I am. I want to walk in there and go, hey, you know the name on the heroin? That's me.
That would have blown his fucking mind. You've been taking selfies all
first
day.
of all, what are the fucking odds, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, so the kid says, I'll do it, but I'm afraid of the kid, so you got to come in with me. So I'm like, all right. So I'm standing 2 feet from the kid, and the kid's trying to explain to the dealers. The funny, he's going, the name on the heroin, that's the guy. And he's like, what are you talking about? He's all confused. The name on the heroin. And the dealer said one of the funniest things I've ever heard a human being say. He looks at me for like 2 seconds, looks back at the kid and goes, nigga, that ain't Bobby Brown.
Oh, shit.
Beginning October 4th, 2019, Juul will no longer offer certain Juul pod flavors in New York due to recent state regulations.
Ouch.
Please edit your auto ship subscription to reflect our updated flavor offering. This should only take a minute of your time.
They still got fruit punch though, right?
Fruit medley. We offer the following flavors in the state of New York.
What a mo.
That's a gay gangbang.
Virginia tobacco, classic tobacco,
Just get a fucking cigarette.
and menthol.
Can't they just do unflavored?
Now, what would that
We
taste like?
apologize for any
Nothing.
inconvenience
It'd be
this may
unflavored.
cause.
Tastes like a plastic bag.
I would huff a plastic bag.
Learn more about New York's ban on
Don't
flavored
anybody do
vapor products here.
Ouch.
Did you learn more?
No, dude, I learned all I fucking had to.
You got Epstein, bro. Got fucked.
You know what I fucking learned, Chris?
You go to your local library.
Chris, look at me right now. Look at me in my eyes. I don't know why you're laughing, you fuck. Okay.
I just love seeing you unhappy.
Look,
I'm
my
used to it.
favorite.
I'm not happy. Just
shut up. What are you looking at right here? Just be
a Juul pod.
an
Thank
antique,
you.
really, if you think about it.
This is a 3/4
How do you use whale oil to fuel
This
that?
This is a 3/4 full mango Juul pod.
Look at Demolition Man over here, fucking
You sell for
savage.
$70,000.
No,
We're going to
dude.
fucking Bartertown with this shit.
Hell yeah, dog.
I'm a fucking
We
smoker.
can get some gasoline with that bad boy. Damn, son.
This is like fucking liquid gold right now. in the state of New York.
Mm-hmm.
Hold that shit
Alex.
down, son.
I think Alex just came thinking about mango
Yes,
Juul
you
pods.
did.
No, Alex is a cucumber girl. Am I right?
I am. I'm a cucumber baby.
What?
How do you feel about this, Alex?
I'm very, very upset. I went to my my local retailer and picked up 5 packs today.
Can you just go to Jersey?
I don't want to go to Jersey just for
That's
convenience.
sad.
Like, I'm trying to
They
smoke
have
my
a Sonics
Juuls
out there,
comfortably.
Just let me know when you need Juul pods. I'll send them to my buddy's house in Jersey who comes to my house once a
Is
week.
that what we doing?
Yeah, whatever.
Chris, that's
Al-
what we're going to be forced to do.
You know
I'm
what?
not doing it for Stanley, though.
Al Capone made his money that way.
You shouldn't be juuling, man. You're going to die.
You should shut your fucking slut mouth.
Ouch. Jesus Christ.
Because this is the last time I fucking checked. I live in America.
What?
Hell yeah.
And I can put into my body and my mouth whatever I want.
Name some flavors.
What?
Dick.
What?
Fruit medley.
What?
Creme brulee.
What?
Cucumber.
What?
Mint.
What?
Not now you can't, big man. And I feel bad. 'cause
Do you know what? Hey. This is what I got to live for. Look at this. This fucking Juul.
You're like a
vapor.
lovely
You
girlfriend.
shut up.
Yeah, you're a nice woman in your life.
Yeah. She makes more money than you. She takes you to fancy dinners
The
and
kept
shit.
man, you know.
Yeah. He is a kept man.
Damn.
So you know what I
She
did?
keeps you flushing Juul pods.
You know what I
Virginia
did?
Tobacco flavor, I guess, now.
I will if you catch me smoking a fucking Virginia tobacco pod.
What's the difference between the Virginia tobacco
I
and
don't
the
know.
regular?
They're the two.
Yeah,
they're
I
the,
feel like they just put names to shit.
they're the two worst flavors.
Like Carolina
Yeah,
fucking
who the
Barrett.
fuck wants
It's
to
like-
tobacco flavored, not tobacco. You know, like-
It's like if Coca-Cola sent out an email to everyone, sorry, residents of New York State, all you can get is Slice and fucking Mountain Dew from now on.
Ew.
It's fucking nasty.
I mean, the
bro.
same people
nasty.
that are happy that they kept menthol would be happy about that, right?
I like menthol too, Chris.
Yeah,
okay?
anybody. I'm just saying.
Word.
People who like menthol might like Slice. It's all. I didn't say that.
This
Nobody said that at all.
here's a fucking troubling situation I fucking found myself in this morning. I go to the newsstand in Midtown Manhattan where I get my pods.
I thought maybe
fucking
your left
old
arm
man
would know more you
Stanley
were
at the
shitting.
newsstand.
It was a fat joke.
And I go to the man, excuse me, sir, may I have some menthol pods? He said, yeah,
You
sure.
Out of a twist.
And then
Please,
Can I have some
can
more?
I
and
vape
this
some more?
motherfucker says, I'll give you 2 for $30 because there's no more Juul pods at the end of the week. I don't know what the fuck is going on in this town, man.
Damn, son.
Ma, I don't know what the fuck is going to go. If I can't fucking have my precious Juul shoved in my mouth at all times,
Ouch.
what am I gonna do?
I mean, to be fair,
What am I gonna do?
I call my cock Precious Juul.
There you go.
I'm trying to.
You could put some foil paper on it. That'd be the same sensation.
I'm trying to be serious, man.
Put
I'm
food,
try-
glorious food, but change it to
Shut up! I
Oh,
have
man.
3/4 of a fucking mango Juul pod left.
That's not even a man's fucking claim right there. That's sad is what that is.
I had to go to Juul.com.
This is just like in the end of the road.
Yeah, basically. A dead baby in the bathtub and shit.
I had to go to Juul.com and I had to put in my auto ship order for 15 fucking packs of mango Juuls. You know why? I don't know the next time I'll be able to fucking buy one in New York State.
You buying that shit out, baby.
What am I gonna do? Go to CT, bruh? Nah, man, I'm not going to fucking Connecticut to get Juul pods.
Well,
Fuck
you go
that.
to you go to casinos and shit, right? Go to any casino. They probably got flavored shit down there.
I don't know how
Get a wampum.
Get a cinnamon fucking flavor.
I
They
don't
probably
know
got that.
how the Native Americans deal with Juul. I don't know if they make their own fucking Juul juice.
Probably do from Mother Earth or
They have always had a secret pack with China. Is
that who makes Juul?
Well, that's who's making the ones that was killing people. That's why they banned
Oh,
it.
they got bootleg shit, man. See, if Elliot Spitzer was around, this shit would still be popping, dog.
Hell yeah, I fucks with Spitz. You know
Hey, don't get off topic!
Spitz is the shits. You know what I'm saying?
Spitz is the shit.
You know what's going to happen? Know who's going to have the shits? When this guy over here doesn't get his fucking 2 Juul pods a day in his fucking blood.
Is that what vaping withdrawals are? You just shit yourself?
Hell yeah. You gonna start wearing backward hats again? Because that wasn't a fun time for anybody.
Oh yeah, remember when he was wearing backward hats?
God,
So
that
the
was
government...
Like Will Sasso or something? Looks like a fucking dumbass.
So the government...
Was this part of the problem?
tells me
God, Dave Smith really let himself go.
what I can or can't vaporize into my fucking lungs.
It's just looking out for you. They know what's best.
Meanwhile,
order me an AR-15.
You can still get those.
Meanwhile,
get me a Joker costume. While you
can't have Joker costumes.
I could chain smoke.
What?
Fucking blueberry camels or whatever with a 14-year-old all I want. No one
those
gives
are illegal?
a shit.
Easy, dog. What are you hanging out with 14-year-olds for? You work with them?
He's a hebephile.
Ah, there you go. Makes sense. Damn.
Look at this. Is the camera on me?
That's a pretty wide screen. That is you on there. Damn, you look like Sharon Stone and Basic
You hear me
Instinct.
fucking exhale that fucking mango Juul exhalant? That's going to be the last time you fucking hear that. Because Uncle fucking Sam said, hey, fatty, you can't fucking enjoy mango flavor anymore.
He's fat!
What you're saying is your uncle fucked your mouth?
My uncle fucked my mouth.
Damn.
And left Virginia tobacco oozing out of it. And I don't like that taste.
I feel bad for you.
Maybe if his fucking government cock was covered in Chinese nicotine.
It's that bad nicotine, man.
In mango
Maybe
flavor.
you fucked a mango first and then fucked your mouth.
Then maybe things would be good. Instead, I'm over here in a basement being gangbanged by the fucking government and big tobacco.
Yeah, Big Tobacco really won out on this one. Thank God we had Truth.com all those years to really protect it.
The fucking
Thank God for Truth.com.
the fucking
dumbass
CEO
commercials.
of fucking Juul had to step down.
What?
Replaced by some fucking tobacco company showboy.
Oh, wait a minute. He had the throat cancer, right?
This
Or
is the
popcorn
second
lung?
time that... All right, so the guys who created Juul also created PAX, right?
Oh, shit, did they? I didn't know
Yes,
that.
they created the Pax vaporizer
Yeah.
for marijuana.
I mean, those guys are going to be just fine, I think.
I'm not worried about them, Chris. I'm worried about me. I'm worried about Alex.
All about you.
Thank you.
Well,
No, I'll get Alex the
Big,
cucumber.
big Tobacco is going hunting because they had an article on USA Today about how marijuana killed a boy. Smoking it. That never happened before. He had a bad reaction to it and he fucking died.
There's a guy.
I never heard of
There's
that
at
before.
least one guy that I know of that I saw the piece on in Colorado that claims that weed edibles made him kill his wife.
Devil made him do it, really, but
I mean, probably.
that's the self-defense of
That fucking devil just creep in
Yo,
you.
Big Tobacco is fucking godfather in everybody's. Ah, man. You feel bad for like the shut-ins, the incels of it all. What are they gonna do?
We can go see the Joker.
Not everybody can fucking
If I don't
podcast,
get
you know
a
what I'm saying?
fucking mango Juul pot in here, I'm going full incel.
Why don't you just buy some Snapple?
What up, motherfuckers? It's the Real Ass Podcast. It's your boy, Louis J. Gomez.
I want to, Anthony, listen to me. I've known you for years now at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Ton of respect for you. I love Anthony. I've known you a very long time. I have a ton of respect for you. You are somebody who I've learned a lot from as a broadcaster. Ooh. And then every once in a while, I get on Twitter, I get Anthony Cumia coming on the show. People are like, fuck that guy, he's racist.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Fuck that guy, he's a pedophile.
Oh.
Fuck that guy. Tell me when I'm wrong. Fuck that.
He hasn't disagreed yet.
I've been reading that shit forever.
And then I gotta defend him, and I don't need to defend him because I know Anthony Cumia is a good fucking person. So I decided on today's show we're gonna have a segment where we get to show the real Anthony Cumia, get inside your head a little bit, and show everyone why I love you, and show why everyone that they should love you as well.
Awesome.
Very nice.
Thank you.
First, we want to get into your head. We want to get a little psychological here, okay? People don't know this about me. I used to want to be a psychologist.
Oh.
I did. I did.
That must
up until the 9th grade, and then I took a marketing class, and then the line that the teacher got me with, they said, marketing is like psychology if you want to make money. And I was like, yes, fuck psychology.
Oh, they're probably thinking you have to know what people are thinking in order to
exactly
appeal to them with some kind of product.
Exactly. I never wanted to help people.
Right.
Always about
No one.
You know what people love? An app that doesn't work.
So,
yeah.
I went back to my psychology days, okay, and we got an inkblot test. We have an inkblot test and
Rorschach.
They're Rorschach paintings, right? Is that what they're called?
It's called a Rorschach test. Yeah.
This guy.
They're
You don't know anything.
Well, I know a lot about psychology. What are you talking about, Patrick?
You clearly made that up. You never wanted to be a
I
psychologist.
wanted to be a psychologist up until I was in the
A
ninth
lot
grade.
of people don't know this about me. Why would anyone know what you wanted to be?
I talk for 12 hours a week.
That's true.
I only have 7 stories.
He started psychology with the rat and the cheese and the electric.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's how
So now we're gonna look at these Horseshack paintings.
We're a Shake Shack.
Shake Shack.
Shake Shack.
Listen to me.
Yeah.
I know a lot about psychology, and I know a lot about people's fucking psyches. So let's get a little music on. We got a few of these Rorschach tests.
All right.
I'm a relationship counselor. I show them Love Shack.
Baby.
So, Anthony, tell us what you see here.
I see a cow.
You see? No, it's looking at Zach. I'm talking about the painting.
All right, that's the segment.
Like I see a cow from the front, like his head.
No, what is that?
Oh, wait
Anthony,
a minute.
No. That's a young woman.
I couldn't even imagine
That's
that.
a beautiful young woman. See, Anthony's not a pedophile. Just pause for a second. He's not. It was a young girl.
See, I didn't even see that.
Very obviously, he didn't see it. He saw a cow. He's
I
hungry.
saw a cow head.
Maybe some milk.
Yeah. It looked like the front of a cow with his ears and his nose and horns.
Turns out it was a young girl. Anthony didn't even see
I
it.
didn't even notice that.
Looked right past it.
See?
All right, let's go to the next one.
No problem.
What is this, Anthony?
Oh my God! It looks like 2 trains colliding.
2 trains colliding. Let's see what it actually is. Oh, it's
no!
It is 2 trains colliding.
It is a train wreck.
How far off?
I can't even. Wow! I did see it.
Very accurate.
Jesus Christ!
Well, now I don't know if I trust a little girl thing.
That is. I have not seen these, so that is quite the coincidence
great.
right there. Maybe
Let's
Lewis is
go.
onto something here.
Let's go to the next one. What do you see here, Anthony?
Oh God! It's well, they're all mirror image. So I'm gonna say a lobster dropping stuff out of his claws.
Let's see. Are you close? What do we got here? What is it actually a picture of?
Oh my
Tranny
God!
porn star Bailey J.
It's Bailey J.
Did not see that tranny at
I
all.
didn't see that lobster between Bailey's legs.
Anthony doesn't. Anthony doesn't see gender.
No.
That was the point of all of that. He doesn't see gender.
I don't see gender.
These are a little bit too difficult. We'll make it a little. You want to make it a little easier for him?
Wow.
Let's go to the next painting. What is that?
Oh my goodness!
What is that, Anthony?
Can't tell this.
That is well, it's obviously a semi-automatic pistol.
Is it? Oh, is it? Or what is it actually? It's
Oh
young,
my God!
young black children graduating elementary school.
Aw.
Wow, Anthony, you see a gun. That's weird. Okay, so no, we're getting into your head a little bit now.
Maybe that's a problem, right?
Maybe that's a
I just
problem.
saw a gun.
You saw a gun the whole
That's what
time.
I saw.
It was young.
I have to
7-year-old
work on that.
black children. All right, let's go to the final one. What do we see here, Anthony?
Realize how. Oh my God!
What do you see?
That's terrible. I see part of.
Don't do it, buddy.
Look at don't do it.
This is one of
Yeah.
Lewis's classic
See, you are the
setups.
voice of reason. They're trying to rope me in.
Don't let him get you.
Don't let him
Rope
get
him
me.
in. I get
I
it.
see
I get
a
it.
horrible racial epithet.
There you go.
Really?
This
Thank
is how
you.
we got Shane.
Thanks.
What is that? What is it actually?
Oh my God.
It's a
Oh.
puppy, Anthony.
Oh my God.
It's a puppy.
A little beagle puppy. Adorable.
So yeah, I mean, I think we figured out that race may be the issue.
That was that one. Wow. Ooh, boy.
All's well that ends well.
Remind me to send you a thank you card. I almost got me.
Anthony's gonna start naming names. He almost got me.
I saw you up in the air there. I was like, whoa.
I'm like, I could run with this. I could riff a little and do something fun. And nope, you're right.
If you take it even like more of a step back, the fact that outrage is the criteria by which we make decisions on, especially when you start considering, well, what are the actual numbers behind the outrage? Are these 10 voices?
Right.
Is it an internet click room of some factory that's just sitting there with like a million fake accounts for all I know? Like, how many people are we even really talking about that are outraged? And then that becomes the criteria by which we make these decisions. Well, there's a loud internet voice of unknowns.
Well, I saw Don Lemon
D-Dog.
The D-Dog, the dumbest person in cable news, which is really, really saying something. And I mean it. He is the dumbest of all of them. He goes, after Justin Trudeau apologized, he goes, and his take on it was, he goes, isn't it just refreshing to see a politician apologize for something? Because I'll tell you here, you'll never see Donald Trump apologize when he messes up.
Yeah,
and Justin Trudeau apologizes. And you're like, that's your angle on this. Isn't it wonderful that he this is actually an excuse to bash Trump because Justin Trudeau's caught in blackface. Now, can you imagine? I mean, come on. It's just, this is almost like, it's like this whole thing is falling apart. That's what's really interesting about the times we live in. The whole thing is falling apart. That's going to be a little bit more of a theme for today's show that I'm going to continue on. Do we have Justin Trudeau's apology? Let's play it. This is what was so wonderful.
In 2001, when I was a teacher out in Vancouver, I attended an end-of-year gala where the theme was Arabian Nights. And I dressed up in an Aladdin costume and put makeup on. I shouldn't have done that. I should have known better, but I didn't. And I'm really sorry.
Right now in the campaign, how do you feel about this coming out right now in the campaign?
Obviously, I regret that I did it. It's not about timing. It's about having done something that I shouldn't have done. And I'm really sorry I did.
Can you pause for 1 second? What exactly is the problem with dressing up as an Arabian Night and I guess darkening? Like, I don't get the whole thing.
You don't get what's so offensive about it?
No, I guess
Well, guess
not.
what? You're fired.
Oh shit! All right,
That's it. Rob's gone.
Mr. Trudeau, is that the only time in your life you've ever done something like that?
When I was in high school, I dressed up at a talent show and sang Deo with makeup on.
Was this photo racist in your opinion?
Yes. Yes, it was. I didn't consider it a racist action at the time, but now we know better, and this was something that was unacceptable, and yes, racist.
Like all Canadians, I would.
Okay, so there's actually another one where it's once they catch the third one, but whatever, it's fine. But so when he catches the third one, because he goes, yes, there was one other time, which he offers, which is just hilarious. Like, is this the only time you've ever dressed up in blackface? And like, I was really hoping no one would ask that question. No, it's not. I did sing a version of Deo. And now, in his defense, what are you going to do? Sing Deo without putting blackface on?
What is Deo?
Deo.
Oh, okay.
Me say Deo. Daylight come and me wanna go.
So he did
home.
authentic blackface
One
that
Mr.
time.
2, Mr. 3, Mr. 4. Yeah, by the way, great tune. So, and it does add something to it to be in blackface while you fucking do it. Yeah. Wait, there's 4?
Oh, these just keep coming out.
Oh, man. I was like, is there another one?
No, I just have a video from 4 days ago.
Oh, yeah. Is the one where he's outside taking questions?
Any footage of him as Deo?
Yeah, it's from NBC.
Yeah. Let me see this one, because I think this is the one I was thinking of that really pissed
Canadian
me
Prime
off.
Minister.
Just give me 1 second.
Sure thing.
So you think Megyn Kelly's going to try and get her job back? She got paid so much money to not work, though.
Oh yeah, she got like $40 million to walk. She's
yeah.
fine, but it's just the point of like who has to suffer by these standards and who doesn't. And it's not. I'm just saying it's ridiculous. Yeah, this is the one I was thinking. But just to finish the point, it's not just that like by any. Even if you agree that it's an outrageous thing to do, and you're with the left-wing standards, by any standard, any way you slice it, Justin Trudeau should face worse consequences than Megyn Kelly for a number of reasons. The pretty obvious one being he didn't just say he's okay with blackface, he wore it. That's got to be worse by your own standards. And the other one is that, I mean, shouldn't the Prime Minister be under a little bit more scrutiny than some fucking talk show host?
And why are they letting him just call it makeup? I mean, if this is a racist thing that needs to be outlawed,
right?
Why don't you own up to the fact that you're in blackface?
Well, now here, the other problem he had, and this is what this video is from, is so in the first apology, they go, did you ever do it again? And he goes, yeah, there was one other time, but they actually found 2 other times that he did it. So
And
here's
has anyone asked him why he's so good with makeup? Isn't anyone curious about that?
Or
I mean,
who
that's
you
a
got
little
in your
weird.
team? Who's this makeup person?
Yeah.
Where are they working?
Are they just out there helping everyone be racist with their weekends?
By the way, if you see the Aladdin one, he had the makeup all up and down his arms too.
He went for
he did it. Yeah, it was palms. It wasn't just black face, it was black hand. That takes time. I mean, you're talking 2 hours minimum preparing
Commitment.
for that night. Yeah. No, he was the toast of the town. All right, let's play.
something that I deeply, deeply regret. Darkening your face, regardless of the context or the circumstances, is always unacceptable because of the racist history of blackface.
Doesn't it help
Should have
elevate the
understood that
status
then.
of these disenfranchised communities when people like the prime minister want to dress and act like them?
Maybe.
Doesn't it uplift them?
No, it's cultural appropriation.
Oh, I guess I missed
I don't
that
really
part.
understand.
And I never should have done it.
Oh, so that's not the part. So whatever, it's the part of that in that speech, but it's fine. We don't. But at a certain point, he goes, which I forget exactly.
Maybe there's
how
no
he said it.
outrage because no one gives a shit about Canada.
Well, I'm sure up there they do, but yeah, down here it's like it's not that big.
Well, in
of a
Canada, they're not as gay and stupid as we are, so they didn't care.
Yeah,
I
they're
don't know if
gayer and dumber.
they got the whole leftist thing that we do.
Oh my god!
Oh yeah, because they had
so
the Jordan.
much worse.
Because they had the Jordan Peterson
It's
thing.
substantially worse
Oh
up
really?
there than it is here. Yeah.
How much free shit is he giving out that they let him away with this?
Oh, it's a lot of free shit. A lot of free shit. I think he's giving out cell phones. A lot of free shit. But he says at one point, he goes, they were like, but shit, like, don't you feel like you're wrong or this or that? And he goes, listen, I acknowledge that I came from a privileged background, and my white privilege, is something that I need
Clouded
to
my
account.
judgment?
So basically, it's not, he doesn't even really take responsibility. It's just white privilege.
Clouded
so
judgment.
you continue to lecture other white people who have never worn blackface, and who you're constantly lecturing all the time anyway. It's like, oh, see, here's the lesson we can learn from me wearing blackface 3 times at least. It's that white people suck. Now I will continue to tell white people they suck, so you'll allow me to be in here. And it's just like, God.
How can he
damn.
trust his opinions now if he was clouded by white privilege then?
Well, right. Your white privilege could still be getting to you, bro.
Yeah. How does he know he grew out of his white privilege cloud?
I don't know.
He might still be in
It's
it.
It's a good question. You should go get tested. Can they take blood work for that? And see if you still listen. I'm sorry. Your white privilege levels are right where they were last time. There's really nothing we can do for white privilege.
Maybe if you spend more weekends in blackface, you'll get it. You can get it down. You can experience more from their point of view. But
wouldn't that be ironic if that was the cure for white privilege?
Yeah.
If it turned out that blackface is what cleaned the whole thing up. Oh man, one can only dream. One can only dream.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please. Of the closing doors, please.
Hyena and Hummingbird.
Okay.
Dude, these books, I recommend them. And actually, I heard someone say this, and I feel like this is probably accurate. The audio versions are probably the best way to go because you can hear you the way it was meant to be read.
Yeah.
But these, I'll be honest, I haven't read the whole thing, but I've been skimming them and also listening to the stories from them.
Yeah.
Dude, these are fucking epic stories. I really recommend them. But there was one that was the funniest story / probably grossest, and I want you to tell the story. It was the abortion one.
All right, yeah.
If you could tell that for the audience.
Yeah,
this is from Hyena?
Yeah, this one almost didn't make the cut just because I'm so used to the story. You know what I mean? Like, it happened when I was 18. If you already heard it, forgive me. So I was fucking with this. I was going to like Applebee's or Fridays or some shit like that, and there was this white girl waitress that I'd been trying to holler at forever, but she like moved from the country and was kind of into black dudes, like that was her thing. And I finally cracked her, and I start fucking, and she hits me, and she's like, "Hey man, I need some help." And some like CBA ball player had got her pregnant, and she has to go get an abortion. So I'd had some abortions before, so I knew that you couldn't fuck for a week. So I was gonna be like, all right, man, I'm gonna try to get some pussy before I won't be able to fuck. So I stayed the night at her place. She's got a car, I don't. And I wake up and I'm like, I'm gonna try to get some pussy before the abortion. Now I'm 18 and I'm an asshole.
Get your money's worth.
Yeah, it's like, I'm driving, I gotta drive you back. So fucking let me get a nut off, So I'm like, never mind that your head's probably in another place because you have to kill a baby, but whatever. So like I'm like trying to put the moves on her, and she's like, I'm not in the mood, like please no. And I'm like, shh, let me just get this. And like I'm going down on her, and it doesn't taste that good, but you gotta understand, like I grew up, my dad, like we grew up broke, and my dad was like the son of Depression era fucking immigrants. So like if he caught me throwing out food, he'd make me go in the trash take out the food and eat food from the trash. So eating like some stank pussy wasn't like the worst shit ever. You'll either get used to the taste or it'll just fucking new shit'll flow out. So like I'm eating that shit and I'm like, this shit is not changing. This is not changing taste. It's like pennies and Long John Silvers or some shit like that. So I'm like, all right. And then I try to fuck, but it's stuck in my beard because I had the little fucking chin strap. Like as soon as I could get facial hair, I had that shit. So I'm trying to fuck. I'm like, this is not working. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. Why don't we just go get this abortion? So we drive to the east side to get the fucking abortion, and like the clinic's in a goddamn strip mall. It's like next to a Subway, and it's,
of course it is.
It's
Yeah.
bleak as fuck. It's great. Like anybody that lives like on the East Coast or in the Rust Belt, you know, like that February gray ass snow, fucking brown grass sticking up. Like it was one of those overcast days, like just the perfect day for an abortion. And we roll up in that bitch. And we roll up in that bitch, and like, mind you, I've had abortion, and the fucked up shit is like, this is what like women I've actually loved, you know. So it's not like I don't want to sound callous or anything, but like, so like I kind of know how long these things take, and I'm sitting down, I crack open a National Geographic or whatever the fuck they got, and she goes in, and then she comes back out, and I'm like, it was like 5 minutes, so I was like, what the fuck, did you change your mind or some shit? She was like, nah, I didn't change my mind. And then I was like, well then, like, what happened? She was like, I had a miscarriage this morning. And I was like, oh. And I just like kind of wiped my mouth on like just.
So your dad would have been proud that you didn't waste food at least.
That's right. I'm a cannibal. I had a little black kid. Or mixed kid, whatever.
Cry. That's when you want to make your Irish goodbye.
I rented this thing from Joseph A. Bank. It's in Rockland County, right? So it was while we were living there at Nicole's mom's house that I had like, it was the easiest rental of all time for sure. I go there, I rent it, not giving a thought whatsoever to having to go pick it up 2 days before the wedding in Rockland County from Brooklyn before I take the trip upstate to the fucking wedding. And so of course, it's like this whole week I've been stressing out about how I'm going to get back. Also, how I'm going to get back Thursday for like at least part of the rehearsal dinner because I'm in the wedding. Nicole has weddings both Thursday, preparation for the wedding Thursday, and then Friday and Saturday she's has weddings.
Doing the wedding.
No, she has other weddings. Like her company has weddings. Right. So it's like the juggling of child, car, and everything is just wild. And so I've been just stressed out trying to figure that out. And I finally made some headway, got some things organized. And then this morning I call up Joseph A. Bank, and the guy, like, I don't even know how to describe this without screaming.
Okay.
I really don't, because it was like so aloof. The way he was talking to me, I wish there was a world that I could reach through the phone, grab this guy by his fucking eyelids, and like smash it on the nearest spike I can find. Right. It just made me so graphically violent in my head because I'm like, hi, I'm calling. My buddy Jimmy offered to pick up the suit, right? So I was gonna call just to say he's on his way, he's clear to take it, whatever the fuck ever. So I call, and they're like, who is this? And I'm like, Mike Cannon. It might also be under Michael. This is my confirmation code. And he's like, just silent for a while, for like 30 seconds to where I'm like, hello, like what's going on? And he's like, yeah. I'm like
what? Status update now.
And then he's like, and he had an accent too. He's like, I don't see it. And I'm like, what don't you see? Like, I'm giving you the information. Is it not there yet? Is it in transit? What's happening? And he's like, I don't see it. And I'm like, okay, like it might be under Mike. It might be under Michael. Check this number. And he's like, I'll call you back. And I'm like, I'm not your friend.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just call me back, motherfucker. Keep me on the goddamn line.
Right.
Figure this out right now. So, of course, I'm like going through my emails to try to find all of the information.
Did
that
he
I've
call you
gotten.
back?
So,
Or did he? Oh, he hung up.
Yeah, he hung up.
Okay.
And so I'm going through my emails and I find like, a second receipt where they spelled my name wrong and it was Canner. And I'm like, okay, maybe that's the issue right here. So I call back and I'm like, hey, it might also be under Canner, Cannor. And he's like, OQ. And I'm like, R? like it's not even. Yeah, and I'm like,
which by the way is nothing.
Never.
It's never been.
Never has been a combination of letters that have been used in any language, including Russian. No NOQ with the line through it. Nothing. Even though
and the symbol for Borat.
So I'm like, no. And he's like, okay. He's like, no, I don't see it. And I'm like, well, this is time sensitive. The event is Friday. I was told guaranteed that it was going to be here today. And he's like, okay. Silent. And I'm like, what's happening? Like, what's going on? I don't know how to both like be a human being and communicative, but also show you that there's a bit of fucking urgency to the situation.
Right.
The event is Friday. Today is Wednesday. This is when they said it was going to be in. Do you have status update on the transit if it's not in your store?
Status update?
What is happening? Okay. He's like, I'll call you back. And I'm like, what? Click. He hang up, and I'm like, I'm gonna like knife myself in the fucking chest, no hesitation wound, just to fucking end this story immediately. So I go do Jared's podcast, murder that woman in the elevator, and then I come back down, and I'm about to call them, even though it's only 2 hours, and I'm like, I don't even know if that's enough time for fucking Russian Eeyore to get back behind his desk and check his fucking suit stuff.
Collection? Inventory.
Inventory is exactly what I was going for. So I'm about to call, and my buddy James calls me, who never called. I only see him.
It's alarming.
Yeah, it really is. I only see him during funerals, weddings, or whatever. But he's still one of my best friends. It's like that type of thing. Like, I grew up with him. We've been through a lot together. So we're just there always. Whatever. So he calls me, and I'm like, all right. And I pick up the phone. I'm like, what's up? He's like, hey, man, I just went to Joseph A. Bank. Your suit's going to be ready tomorrow. And I'm like, what? Like, what? And how did they give you that information? He's like, oh, I just talked to the guy, and he was really nice.
Not the same guy.
It was the exact same guy.
What?
I was like, accent, kind of like, is Daria-like energy. And he's like, yeah, that's the guy. And I was like, I got the information out of him right away. I guess face-to-face was much easier communication.
What?
The story ends with nothing but the fact that he's going to be a great friend and pick it up for me tomorrow when, like, this entire scheduling thing was predicated on it being motherfucking available today.
Yeah.
And I'm just livid.
Well, there's also...
He's probably calling right now.
the Joseph A. Bank call?
Yeah.
Answer it. Can we put it on the thing?
On.
Make this a bonus.
Hello?
Yes, hi, Michael.
Yes, this is Michael.
Yes, hi. This is Ono from Joseph Bank. I don't know if James called you regarding your tax. It's gonna be here tomorrow, and I'll call you once it is here. It is on the way.
Okay.
With FedEx, yeah. Just want to be sure that you're aware of it. I don't know if James told you about it.
Okay, yeah. That stinks that it wasn't ready today.
Yes, it is not ready today.
Okay. He's gonna pick it up for me though. That's fine, right?
Well, we do prefer if you can stop by it, right?
Well, I can't because I live in Brooklyn. That's the whole problem. Is it was supposed to be ready today, and that's why I was pretty upset that it wasn't ready.
Yeah. Sorry for that.
Uh-huh.
I'll call you anyway. Once it is in here, want me to call James?
No, you can call. You can call me, and then I'll relay the information.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know if we're first off, we got to look up the legality if we could even air that, even if we bleep out his name or whatever the fuck. But if not, go to our bonus section because that's where it will be.
Keep it in the episode. I don't give a fuck if we get sued. Fuck Joseph A. Bank.
That is crazy that he called as we're telling the story about him.
And was my description of his energy not completely on point?
It was perfect.
That cocksucker.
That couldn't have been timed better. That was crazy. I like that you were initially getting fucking like super cucked,
And then
but
as soon as he was like, no, I'd appreciate you come here. And I'm like, how about I take a fucking icicle and shove it up your dick hole, you fucking common cunt?
Wait, is that
That's what I
you-
said.
Is that what
That's
you
what
think
I
you
said. There's no record of
You
me
are
not
the
saying
hero
that.
in your story.
I'm
Oh
the
my
hero
God.
every time, guys. By the time it's filtered to you, it's gotten past my ego, past my brain. How do I jujitsu this into me looking the best?
I'm gonna stick an icicle. And so I says to him, I says,
I says, if you vote for red, you're dead.
At what point do we lose the sense of just, maybe I'm old school, I'm 37 years old. I would never pour a drink over a fucking woman's head for fighting her heart out and for trying, and then for winning a fight. It's not her fault that the judges gave her and you guys disagree. For somebody to go through that, you don't know this girl at all. You're physically assaulting a chick at that point. You know, she didn't do, it's really just a shitty thing to do. And that guy, I literally hope somebody punched him in his fucking head.
Yeah. Look at this here. Here's Jeremy Stevens leaving, and look at them all. I mean, look at the cups, the beer's flying everywhere, probably some bottles. I mean, it's a total mess. You know, I mean, yeah, you're right. They should be ashamed of themselves. At the end of the day, I mean, some of them were throwing bottles, some of them were throwing drinks, right? I don't think anyone was going to get too hurt, but it was just a bit of beer. It wasn't too bad. It's not like they actually started a riot, but you're absolutely right. Doing that to call out a spaza, right? It's disgusting. Because as you said, number one, it's a chick, right? It's a girl. So you shouldn't do that. I mean, what kind of self-respecting man, behaves themselves like that? It's disgusting. Secondly, she's just been in the bloody octagon. She's fought her arse out,
Put her life
her
on the
heart out. Put her life on the line, and it was a great fight. It was a tough fight, right? In the third round, she got rocked a lot. She showed a lot of heart, right? And she's not responsible for the scorecards. She's not responsible for the scorecards. So as she's leaving the arena, you decide to grab a bottle of beer or a pint of beer and throw it over her head. I mean, shame on that person. And I'm not even going to give them the shame bell because that's more of a comedy thing, right? Yeah. It's a legit shame, a legit go fuck yourself to the guy that did that.
Yeah, fuck that guy. And I mean, obviously it's a shame when fights end that way, but luckily nobody was hurt. They could have thrown worse things. It's Mexico, could have been throwing.
Oh yeah,
what are funny Mexican things? Burritos,
piñatas,
babies.
I'm starving. If somebody would have thrown a burrito, I'd have been happy. Right now, listen, Brendan Fitzgerald got under the desk because he didn't want to get wet. Right, and I like weirdly started shadow boxing. I don't know why I started doing that. I was like, okay, it's gonna go off, is it? All right, well, I'm here, baby boy. And the whole time, Brendan, being the polished TV professional that he is, he carried on commentating the whole way, and I joined in a little bit when I realized, hold on a minute, it was still on air.
What happened?
Then I had to go in and interview Yair Rodriguez.
Right.
Unfortunately, Jeremy had left, and as we saw here, the crowd pelted him with drinks and bottles and glasses, and which sucks. It wasn't Jeremy's fault. It was not Jeremy's fault. But I had to go in. Yair Rodriguez was there, and we've got to close out the show. So I go in, and I go to approach him. And Harrington, have we got the tape of this ready? So I'm going in, and I go to approach him, and I put my hand on his shoulder, just to get his attention. Roll the tape. Let's take a look at this here. Sound. We have no sound.
Let's see.
Hold on.
Close by to Yair Rodriguez.
He was very upset.
Now, okay, that'll do. I don't speak Spanish, but I recognize the word puta. If I'm not mistaken, it means bitch
puta.
Or whore or something like that. Come on, you're Puerto Rican. Break it down for me, Lewis. I mean, yeah. You're Puerto Rican, buddy. Give us the Luis J. Gomez translation.
Well, first of all, I don't speak Spanish, but we did have a fan that hit us up. Who is this? Chloe something, right? I recognize her picture. I forget. Harrington, if somebody gives me something from now on, make sure you include their name so I can give them credit for it. Okay. So she broke down the translation to what Yair said, which was "Uma punta pinche mierda puto." Which I guess Uma means blink, punta means bastard, pinche means fucking, mierda means shit, and puto means gay male prostitute or a coward or a traitor. So he was essentially saying blink, bastard, fucking shit, gay male prostitute.
Well, listen, whichever way you slice it, that's not good. whichever way you slice it, he was not giving me a compliment. Now, here's the thing. Listen, he was in the moment. He was very, very upset. He called me a gay male prostitute that should stop blinking at him. Okay, I wasn't blinking at him. I also have an eye condition. Okay, I have a spazzy eye, and if it's gonna blink at you all night long, I'm very sorry. Okay, but what you should be concerned about is Jeremy Stevens. No, listen, he was pissed. He wanted to fight.
What happened there?
Well, I went up to him and I tried to talk to him, and he probably didn't know it was me. Maybe he did know it was me. I don't know, but he was pissed. He was in the moment. He was upset. He was close to tears. You know, you leave a piece of yourself in every training camp. You really do. You know, you push yourself so hard and you push yourself to the limit and you work out every single day and you spend time away from your family, from your friends. You miss out on social events, right? And it all comes down to one night. And if you get it wrong and you lose that fight, it's all been for nothing. But if something like this happens, I mean, it's so frustrating because it's so stupid. It's so dumb. You know, the fight didn't even start, you know, and he was pissed. He's probably mad at himself. Mad at Jeremy. I think at that moment in time, he thought that Jeremy was faking it, which, as we know, is not the case. And he just snapped. But it's okay because you know me. I mean, listen, I'm super cool, calm, collected type of guy. For me, it's just water off a duck's back. You know, I'm like, yeah.
You didn't even flinch. Show it again. I would love to watch it again. Bisping didn't even flinch. It's very funny that you literally just were like, all right, well, we're here. Let's see, right here. You know, did you put your hand on his shoulder to let him know that you're the alpha and you're not going to let him out alpha you in the ring at that moment?
Listen, we've got Jeremy Stevens on later. We've got Brendan Fitzgerald on later, calling in, giving us their time, right? This may be watched by more people. Don't try and get me to talk shit about Yair Rodriguez, okay? I'm not
he called you a gay male prostitute to your face. Your son's watching in San Francisco right now. He's having weird issues anyway because there's gay male prostitutes everywhere. So he's like, wait, what's going on here? Your 9-year-old son's going to eventually see that. So at what point, you know...
I'm more concerned about the blinking accusation, okay? I'm like, listen, I know I have an eye condition. Yes, I've been a gay male prostitute on occasion. Why have you got to tell the world, okay? But you're crossing the line with the blinking.
Critique is to elevate.
Jealousy's a monster, bro.
Ain't it? Dude.
It's a monster.
Dude,
It's a monster.
yeah.
It's a monster.
It fucking hurts. It physically hurts. When you feel jealous, you like, like I feel like
jealousy,
I gotta
unforgiveness. They say it's the poison you take waiting for the other person to die.
That's real, bro.
And it's
God
like
damn, that sounds like some grandma shit.
Yeah,
that's some real shit.
Yeah,
though.
it's the poison you take because if jealousy, it takes up a lot of your time when you could be doing some more other fly shit.
Yeah,
not worrying about somebody else. I'll be here being Pete Rock.
And the thing is like you just being yourself and being happy, but you got somebody hating on that.
Yeah, like I know they had to be hating on you when Reminisce dropped.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, you know what I'm saying, like,
dude,
you know,
first of all,
you find that out in increments sometimes. You know?
Okay,
because you in the beginning of the game, you think everyone's your friend.
Yeah. Okay,
I thought everybody was my friend.
Okay,
you know, and then little by little, you learn things.
Yeah,
you learn lessons, and you're like, I thought this, but now it's this.
Yeah.
I'm realizing it's this.
Yeah,
you know.
No, I definitely
it's
get
sad
it.
and disappointing.
Absolutely,
but it's a part of the process
of going up,
of moving
yeah.
up.
Because it's God working, actually,
yeah,
and removing people that ain't supposed to be around.
Because the peak gets smaller.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you ain't doing nothing,
no, it gets
then,
smaller.
Yeah,
when you're getting bigger.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But you always got to have your feet planted on the ground. I always did. You know, I never acted like I was too good for nobody.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. You could touch me, it's all good.
So when Reminisce come out, you had no Hollywood in you.
Nope.
When Reminisce came out and that shit started popping, you ain't talk to chicks different. Look. If
you know what?
Chick, when that shit drop and the chick be like,
you know, I had a little.
Hey, you like bitch beat it.
I had a little ego with the beat making. That's about it, man.
Okay.
Like just competing with other cats. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up?
But Pete,
you know what I mean?
When that came on, you couldn't. You was like, yeah.
Nah, I was like, nah. you know what though, man?
Yeah.
Because you know that was dedicated to my man Trouble T-Roy.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Okay.
Rest in peace, Heavy D. All inspired by like the block.
Yeah.
That's I grew
You
up
from
with.
Mount Vernon?
Mount Vernon,
Yeah.
New York, in the Bronx.
Money Mount Vernon, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
There was a picture on the internet of all y'all's kids. Y'all was hanging next to a tree.
That was in Mount Vernon.
Yeah, that was cold.
Yeah,
I was
man.
like, that's
that was
dope.
what I had when he was about probably like 12 or something.
Yeah, y'all was in the denims.
Yeah,
and y'all was just it was
I
just
had
a
on. I
flash.
had on actually. I don't know if y'all remember the Hulk TV show.
Yeah, I
Incredible
remember
Hulk TV show.
The one with Bill Bixby?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Swear.
they had the toy. They had this toy. They had the inflatable muscle, and under that Levi jacket I'm wearing, I got on the Hulk inflated muscles, trying to look like.
Oh, that's a
like you, like big.
I'm a little cock diesel kid. You know what I'm saying?
That's worth.
That's why you see me like going "Rrr" in the picture.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Oh, dope.
Yeah, I was a Hulk lover.
That's.
I think we all are. He
Yeah.
has a joke on his late night on
You
Jimmy
watch?
Fallon.
You ever watch Fallon?
Yeah, of course.
You have?
Of course.
Okay, yeah, I did Fallon about 2015.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Roots. I got to sign their book and the
yeah,
drumsticks and shit. It was fun. And the joke. Should I do the joke?
Just paraphrase it. Paraphrase it.
Nigga, what
It's
are
some
you
Hulk
doing?
shit?
But it's some Hulk shit. That's
Okay.
why I'm like, it's some Hulk
I had
shit.
a theory that Hulk is black.
Oh wow!
But he's only black when he's the Hulk.
Oh wow!
Because when he's Bruce Banner, he's obviously white. Everybody's his friend, but he gets upset.
Good analogy, brother.
Then, yes.
Good analogy.
What were they most afraid of back then?
Let me,
niggas.
can I say something?
Go ahead, Pete.
In these superhero movies, sometimes you I don't know if y'all notice
Okay.
little things that happen in movies.
Oh, yeah.
that may be like
Like
wait a minute,
Wakanda was Harlem.
Did they just?
Go
and
give me
you
an example.
figuring it out. You're like,
All right.
oh, Spider-Man with the black suit. He's only a wild dude with the black suit on.
That's so fucking
But
funny.
when he takes the suit off, you know, he's
It's regular.
perky old
Yeah.
Peter.
Oh, so that.
And then he puts the black suit on, and then he's in a bar with another female. Then
Yeah.
he back slaps.
Oh, so
Yeah.
when he's like, how black is associated with negativity?
With negativity.
So Venom is the bad guy. So when he has the
Symbiote on.
the symbiote, he's an
Basic-
asshole.
Basically, what
I
it is.
see that. I see
Symbiote
that.
is just a fancy
Oh,
word for
well,
So
stereotype.
Yeah.
if they associating that with what I think they are, I
Yeah.
just think that's kind of
It's fucked up.
Yeah.
subliminals are always fucked up.
But there are always subliminals, especially in the comic book world.
Yeah, of course.
In the comic book world, everything comes from like Magneto and Professor X
People
are obviously Martin Luther King
Yes.
and
Yes.
Malcolm X.
But how about, fellas? How about this whole thing? The rumor that Denzel's about to be the new Magneto.
Yo, that'll be ill.
I think it would be
Actually,
fucking ill.
yes,
That
actually,
shit would
because if you think about Stan, I don't know if y'all know Stan Lee said he took the idea of Magneto and Professor X from Malcolm X
Yeah.
and Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
So why not, right?
And that's what makes Stan Lee so ill.
Yeah.
I believe that.
You know, he was doing mixing of characters, like
Yeah.
how DJs mix records and producers make beats.
Yeah.
He took Frankenstein, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde and mixed it together and
Yeah.
called it The Incredible Hulk.
Oh. I thought he
Didn't
took
even know
an
that.
angry Negro. He seen that at the grocery store and was
Stan
like,
Lee,
Incredible
Stan Lee,
Hulk.
no, Stan was the man. And this is why black people loved him so much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he was not racist.
Absolutely.
And, you know, he had black heroes. He had, you know, black heroes with origin stories.
What I will say though, his first attempt at the Black Panther, you know what the name it was before Black Panther? It was Cold Tiger.
Cold Tiger?
Cold, no. Cole, as in
like
cold.
S-O-L, like C-O-L, right?
Cold Tiger?
No, C-O-A-L.
Oh,
Cold Tiger.
Oh, yeah.
Like charcoal.
Right.
Oh my God.
That was the only fuck up he had, and then that was Black
That
Panther.
probably wasn't him.
Yeah.
It probably wasn't him. It was probably some bullshit writer that he
Yeah,
had.
yeah.
Yeah, but Cold Tiger made me
Yeah,
laugh.
yeah,
I've
yeah.
read the his
Subliminals, like I said.
It's better than Nigger Cat. I'm pretty sure Nigger Cat was a submission.
Yeah, I'm glad that wasn't him.
But Shannon, these are some weird news stories that we had drawn up, and I really like to get to them right now. What's
Okay.
the first one, Shannon?
First one is airport worker fired for giving traveler note reading, "You ugly."
Okay, so this happened. Do you remember this story,
Whoa,
Justin?
no.
We both travel a lot, and we're both very sensitive. And if this happened to me, I don't know what I would do. I probably would take it. I wouldn't have complained to anybody. I probably would have just taken, and I probably would have welled up a little bit.
You know what?
And then got on my flight.
Here's
You know,
the
I was
thing.
like, I need to get out of this city. Like, these people are very mean here. I need to get out of the city. But the TSA worker, he was going through. Can we play the video? Can we roll the... She gave him the note that said, "You're ugly."
Oh, maybe there's not sound.
There's not sound. But let's just watch the guy. He walks through, and she gives him a note. It's clear as day. He doesn't know what it is. She's not even smiling. It just says, "You're ugly."
Wait. Is that written on food?
You ugly.
What is
It's
that?
like a ripped off piece of paper,
Yeah.
maybe. Let me go back.
Let's go.
Neil.
Is that?
It looks like a Band-Aid.
Hmm.
Probably for his face, right? 'Cause you think that's not, doesn't help. That doesn't help. Neil Strashinger, Shannon, can we rewind at what it says? Neil Strashinger, who claims to be the man in the video, says the piece of paper had these words scrawled on it, "You ugly." And the word, like, it's evidence. You know what I mean? So it's not like she can't say.
It's not like
she just gives it to him. He hands it to him, matter of fact.
Is he ugly, Shannon?
Is that guy ugly, Shannon?
Let's see if she's lying.
Yeah,
first,
that's
Shannon.
true.
Is
That's
she
a good,
lying?
That's a good point.
Go back.
Is he? He looks like he's just tired.
Oops.
Hmm.
He's not, I mean, I don't know. It's not ugly enough to where that was needed.
Right.
It was probably a dare.
You think maybe?
that?
Do you think that maybe someone put that note or whatever that weird piece of paper is in like the little thing where you put your wallet, and then
Yeah.
she was like, "Oh, I thought it was disguised," and she was giving it back to him. Maybe she didn't write it.
Wow, Justin, you're
Do you
really
think
looking.
about
You're
that?
struggling to look for the bright side of
I
this.
really am trying to find the bright side.
I
of
thought it. I think it's very strange that you would give somebody a note that says you're ugly. People
very
are going
strange.
through their life, and they have enough. There's enough visceral pain just from the nature of
Being.
existence and
Yeah.
being. Yeah, that you don't need somebody handing you a note saying you're ugly.
No.
I would try to prove that I was better looking. If somebody handed me a note, I'd maybe tear it up and do like a spin. Or like something, because spins like that makes you more attractive.
Maybe
Maybe
you
a
could-
cartwheel or something
or
to
like
show them like,
or be like, you know what? Let me sachet shantae my way,
right,
and sort of
Right.
like runway walk
Right.
through the
Runway
metal
walk.
detector.
Yes.
Like, oh yeah, like
Yeah.
maybe he wasn't like walking sexy. Like, how like when you do like a sexy
Right.
runway walk,
Right.
you know how women do that, Shannon?
Yeah.
Like if he did that through the metal detectors, then she would have been like, oh shit, you hot.
By the way, I just noticed something on
What'd
this.
you notice?
If you look, oh, hold on, I have to move it so you can see it.
she got fired for this, by the way.
Well,
It's very mean, but if you look
Yeah.
over, let me know. It's not showing, but I can't get it on the screen, but there's a lady sitting on the side that's also working with a smirk on her face. So it shows, and then
She was dared.
Yeah, and also this right here, this little
Yeah.
box of
Yes.
gloves or something. There's a piece ripped off. I think that's what she.
Oh,
used.
wait, can we go back to the piece of paper? Let's see this.
put
Shannon,
this
you
together.
are fucking
Shannon, you really
you
have
are
this down.
so on top of this, Shannon.
You're a firefighter's dream.
I think she.
Is
ripped
it,
it
what
off.
is that?
I don't know.
Is that this
No,
looks
that's
like,
part of the box.
I think.
That's
Mike,
part
that
of the
looks
box.
like meat.
But it's part of the box. It's up close.
What's all the stuff on the
You know
cup?
what I
the
don't like?
fuzzies?
She wrote "you ugly" and then 3 exclamation points.
Why not just use an apostrophe and the RE and save one in the exclamation? Maybe the pen was running out of ink.
No, maybe she should have done "you, comma ugly?" question mark. It's like, are you ugly? I don't know.
Yeah, let
Crazy
him,
world.
Yeah, let him answer for himself. Like, how
Right.
do you feel
But
about
she was like,
yourself?
"You ugly," and then 3 exclamation points. Save the exclamation points. Why are you excited about the fact that this guy is ugly? It's really crazy. It's a crazy world we live
It's
in.
a fucking crazy world.
You know what I mean? And let's go through like if this would have happened to you, Justin. How do you react to that? You're obviously not ugly. You're a fucking piece of meat. The women are clawing for, and so you're not ugly. You know you're not ugly. You walk through that. A woman who's no fucking beauty queen herself hands you a note that says "you ugly," 3 exclamation points. How do you react?
Here's what I do. I go and I take my pistol out of my check bag, and I just bring it right through fucking TSA. I go, you're being unprofessional, I'm being unprofessional now.
Oh, wow. You're tit for tat.
And I just walk through with my pistol. I'm like, you know what? Send a better looking TSA member to deal with my shit. Shannon, what do you think?
Shannon, what are you doing? That no one would ever dare. No one would ever dare, Shannon. But let's say somebody had the balls, and let's say it was a man, because these are people. It was a woman who gave him the note, which I'm sure probably hurt him in a place that's unique. You know what I mean? If it was another man giving it to you, it's like, oh, you're just a dick. But when it's a woman doing it, it hits you in a specific place.
What do you do, Shannon?
What do you do, Shannon?
If
in
a
that
man
situation?
says you're ugly on a TSA, I'll fucking kill him if he says it to
I'm
Shannon.
trying to feel how I would feel in that situation. I
Right.
would probably feel angry and crumple it up into a ball, throw it in his face, and say, "Grow the fuck up."
Grow the fuck up.
And but you would not internalize it because you know you're beautiful, right?
I mean, you're a TSA agent.
Yeah, you're a fucking. You're the most annoying person on the planet.
No, I thought you meant that as they're your TSA agent. You're saving lives.
Can you check something?
No.
Can you check something really quick, Shannon?
Yeah.
Are TSA agents people?
They are people, Justin.
I don't think
no,
they
no,
are.
I'm
No,
sure
no,
about
I don't
this
think
one.
they are.
Dude, I'm sure about this
No,
one.
I'm
Don't
pretty
start
sure
your
they're
are
not.
they people shit.
I'm pretty sure
Don't
they're not.
start the are you people shit again. They are people,
Can I
dude.
tell you something?
You can say it.
Can I explain something before you yell at me?
Choose your words carefully.
I'm going to choose them very carefully. I have a I'm TSA pre-check, and I went.
Way to take this time to suck your own cock.
I'm TSA.
I've had it.
I'm TSA pre-check, and I was in Los Angeles, California, and I was flying back from Los Angeles,
From
California.
Hollywood. Go ahead. No. Go ahead. You were flying back from
I
Hollywood.
was flying back from Los Angeles, California, and I was on the pre-check line, and then the woman in there, she was like, you have to, I'm sorry, no, I was flying to Los Angeles, California from New York City. I live in New York City and I live in Los Angeles, California. Those are very great cities that I live in both of
and
those
the rest
cities.
of the country's a dump, you fucking liberal elitist.
But we will come to your town. All you have to do is
We will
write
come
an
to your
email.
town.
Write an
Write
email
to your
the
local club, and you ask
and you
for
will
us,
have the fastest
and we will
rising
show
show
up
in
in
the gas
Rochester,
digital
New York.
in your
We will
town.
show up in Santa Fe, New Mexico.
100% I'll show
We'll
up
show
there.
up in Phoenix.
I'll show up in Buzzy, Idaho. I'll be in Phoenix 1,000%.
I will be
I'll
in
show up
Boise, Idaho.
Philadelphia.
If you don't be careful, if you write an email,
You
be
think I won't come to
appropriately
Boise,
worded
Idaho?
email.
Go ahead, say I won't come to Boise,
I
Idaho.
will come right to Boise,
I will
Idaho.
fucking come in Boise,
I will
Idaho.
kick the door down to Salt Lake
come
City,
to Boise,
Utah.
Idaho, and I will come
in to
Boise,
Montpelier.
I will come on my own chest in Boise, Idaho, in
All
your
right.
hotels.
All right, Justin.
In your beautiful La Quinta hotels.
La Quinta.
La Quinta.
It's La Quinta.
I'm sorry, I don't speak Spanish. I speak Italian. La Quinta. As I was saying, I was
I usually stay at a Motel 6.
Sorry, that's another.
We'll
fancy-
leave the light on
it's
for
another
you.
fine hotel.
We'll leave the light on for you. I love that.
You know why they leave the light on
Why?
for you? Because they don't want the roaches to scatter around before you get in your room. Sorry about that,
Come
Shannon,
on.
but that is why they leave the light on in a Motel
No.
6 at the La Quinta.
Motel
they do
6
not
is a-
have roaches.
It's a 5-star.
You know what's crazy about that is I've always been either a relationship guy or single. I was never a dating. It was always like one for a while, you know, and I always say like that's the type of dude like if I made out with a chick, I was fucking in love.
Yeah.
It's like I would just be like, yeah, we kissed for like 10 minutes. I think we'll be like, we're gonna have kids and shit. So but no, right before when I lived in Queens, right before do you want like because I have two that are kind of shitty, but one is bizarre, kind of funny, and one is just kind of just like rude, like fuck you, get out of my life.
Give them both to us.
Okay.
time.
So like I said, I didn't do it a lot, but before I started, my wife had moved at the time. She was my girlfriend, or I was trying to date her. She moved to Jersey City, and I was in Queens, and it took me like 5 months to try to lock that down. But before that, there were two incidences. One, I met this woman, and she was like, we went out. She got in my car.
How'd
and
you meet her?
It was, I want to say, it wasn't at a show, maybe a bar or something
Okay.
like that. I don't know, something like a quick.
Just casual.
It was a casual, yeah, it was like a casual thing. And like, hey, maybe we'll go out. And I was like a single guy living in Queens. I'm like, I'll pick her up, see what happens. So I pick her up, and she right away took her shoes off in my car, which I didn't like. That's too comfortable. Don't get in my fucking car. You don't get in my car right away and take your shoes off. Yeah. And she had like these stockings on, and like I want to say that like her feet kind of smelled.
Oh my goodness.
So, and I'm bad with that. No, like I'm bad with like any kind of scent that's not fucking right.
Yeah.
Like especially if
What'd
I
it
get
smell like?
if I get in an Uber and if I get in an Uber or even like a plane and there's like I get nauseous.
Yeah.
It wasn't like overly like, oh my God, but I
like
just
sweaty,
I just
not
remember
clean.
it was
Like
like
corn chips?
No, Jesus.
All right.
What a reference.
What, you're speaking from experience or something.
You ever smell a foot smell like a Dorito?
Don't go around smelling feet that often.
It was like a more of like a sweaty, and she just put like her stockinged feet on the dash.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Like day one, like encounter one.
Yeah.
And then I was like, and then listening to her talk, she was like a little off. And I just remember being like, yeah, this is why I don't date. Like, this is fucking, this chick is out of her fucking mind. So we went to eat, and she was like talking to other tables. like while we were eating. What? So she would be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get this." What is that? Like, and
she still has her shoes off.
Like, I was like, "Is this?" I was like, "Is this bitch drunk?" Like, she was like, "Yeah." I was like, so then, I was like, all I'm thinking is like, I cannot wait for this to be over. Like, I'm dropping this lunatic off, hopefully at a Subway very close to here, and getting out of here. But what really fucking did it was I went to the bathroom, and I came back. And when I came back from the bathroom, there were like other people sitting at the table. Like there was like a dude like hitting on her there, and she was like engaging in it. Which of course I didn't care. I just met her, but it was just
It's
like
disrespectful.
It's completely disrespectful.
Yeah.
And she was just like, yeah, and she wasn't even like. It wasn't like she was like all over. She was just like. And I just get back to the table and like I'm looking around. Other people are looking at me, and I'm looking like, yeah, I know. Like I was just like, yeah, I know. This is fucking completely weird. And she acted like it was fine.
Did you have to like tap him to get back in the seat?
I forgot. I remember just seeing it, and I think when I saw it, I was just like, I'm out of here.
Mhm.
Like I think it was like check please type thing, and just get out of here. And then she did the whole like victim, like why? What is? What is wrong with? I don't know. Maybe your disgusting, dirty, smelly feet on my dashboard, minute 1, and then you're talking to you're setting up the next date while I go to the bathroom on the thing.
Yeah.
I hated her. So that was the only. Like I said, I don't have many experience with that one. But here's a disrespectful one. I went out with this girl. We had a great time. We were out. We had a couple drinks, and she goes, "Oh, you live in that complex in Queens?" And I go, "Yeah." She goes, "Oh, my girlfriend's there. Let me just go and say hi." She left. Never came back, and in the morning buzzed the door and she goes, "Hey, what's going on?" And I go, "What do you mean what the fuck's going on?" Like, fuck you. And she's like, "I'm sorry, we ended up smoking weed and I fell asleep." She goes, "I brought you a pizza." What the fuck? For breakfast? I swear to God, she brought a fucking pie. And I swear to God, she's standing at security holding a fucking large pie. And this is probably like noon. So I guess that's what she thought it would take. And my roommate Jared was from Boston. I go, "Jared," that fucking lunatic is out at the door. Like she completely ditched me last night, and now she's out at the door with a pie. And I think he goes, "I'll take a slice." That's what he's like, "I'll take a slice." So I buzz her in, and I'm angry. I'm like, it went from like, I'm just like, that's completely disrespectful. You completely disrespected me like that. And I was just like, I remember being in the bedroom, and she like put the pizza down, and she goes, "But I brought you a pizza." And I was like, what do you think that's gonna do? Do you think like you went to a fucking pizzeria and you're like, "Give me a large pie to make up for this"? I was like, "What you did last night?" She's like, "Well, it's my girlfriend." And I go, "Whatever." I go, "I'm fucking done, so you could leave." And then she fucking flipped on me.
Yeah.
And she goes, "I don't even have my fucking car here, so you're gonna just keep me out in Queens? I live all the way out, in Staten Island. You're just gonna fucking keep me out in Queens." Starts yelling at me.
Yeah.
And then I was like, "I don't give a shit what you do. I'm done. Leave." And then she tried like coming on to me.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
She just wanted to ride home
She's
bad.
going through all of her options.
Yeah. And then she's like, "Maybe if I just fucking hop in bed, all this shit." And I'm like, and I literally was just, that made it worse. So I was like, "You know what? The fuck? Get away from me, And she's like, "How the fuck am I going to get home?" And I go, "You want to know what?" And she just said, I just called up. I go, "How much is it from here to Staten Island?" It was a lot.
Like $85.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
And I fucking took out a few 20s or whatever it was, and I just threw it on the thing, and I go.
Yeah.
And then I was like a gentleman. I walked out. She's like, "So are we talking?" I go, "Goodbye. Just fucking goodbye." And she got in the car, and I said to the driver, "Get her the fuck out of here." And that was it. Never saw her again.
Did she leave the pizza?
She did.
All right, good.
Nice.
And my roommate was psyched. I think he was just like, "Oh, dude, now we don't got to get lunch."
Fill her up. You're listening to the Gas Digital Network.